Oops. Sorry, I'm gonna have to spectate this. Okay, now they're in game. All right, we are spectating. Out 12, Tog 6 seems off. Crime 20 is fine. Oh, yeah. What does Crime struggle with here? Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, Crimea Industrial is strong. Kind of like, without the bitch is definitely the strongest here. But I think in this scenario with coercion, then, if you had to spend one combat card to save a resource, then, you're -1 for your combat cards. I would say enlisting would be good for both IFAs here. Okay, Crimea thinking quite a bunch. Just on the first move still. Two minutes in game and we are seeing a move action from Crimea. So this seems like a factory rush, I think. Really rushing out quick, it seems. So Albion apparently enlisting. I'm guessing Nordic. Crimea trades for 2 metal here to then produce and get Riverwalk, I think. But this is Joy Division, so I can definitely learn a thing or two. As you can see, he produces here. I don't think I've seen this. So what's the idea? Is this like some machine over muscle objective or what? You like move 2 workers and then you produce and then you go Riverwalk. Yeah, this is interesting to see. Okay, Albion enlisting the deploy, it seems. Not the enlist. That's interesting. Yes, this is how I played Togawa Patriotic. Oh, Crimea will move worker and character to mountain, is it? Oh, okay. Well, that gets a structure if he wants to. If he wants to get a structure. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have the popularity, right? No, does not. Oh, yeah, 2 power, 2 popularity. So Crimea gonna be poor in this game? It looks like it. Because militant and patriotic boards are, yeah. Yeah, militant and patriotic boards, they really give you a lot of points. Coins. This is what I thought it was. So I'm guessing Crimea does not want to give the opponents the combat cards, so he's not enlisting, is what I think the idea is. Riverwalk. One more worker out, I presume, to the mountain, so that he doesn't have to. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have a combat card. Albion, you need to get your combat card enlist, buddy. Yeah, I think the combat card was kind of important. But I think seeing as how Crimea moved makes a valid point to open the coin enlist first. Oh, do I have talk? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. So it's Togawa Patriotic. Okay, yeah. So this is Factory Rush stuff. So Togawa, what, produce to get your deploy enlist? I think it will help from getting it from Albion here. Balanced workforce. What a nice objective for the scenario. Open the coin enlist. I tried opening power, it wasn't very helpful. Crimea still with 0 combat cards, but maybe that's situation's gonna change. Uh, okay, so getting a mech out, good. So IFA is getting rich. Well, it's just the early game still. This game, when I tried it, goes like up to what? Uh, Maybe like up to round 18, 19 maybe, if the IFA factions are stalling it right. Metal's nice for Togawa here. Yeah. So I'm guessing you opened the card bolster enlist, right? Oh no, he opened the power enlist. Just given the scenario, I would like opening the combat card enlist, which is this one. You bolster and you get points every time. Crimea is still at 0 combat cards. But we'll see. Crimea already in the factory by round 7. A long choice, so I don't think he's happy with what he's seeing in the factory there. Okay, what would we ideally like to see for Crimea here? An enlist factory card, I think, for one. He's got no enlists or buildings for the time being. And I don't think he's anywhere near his power star, at least not with the industrial mat. If there's no enlist or built FC in there, I think Crimea may be in some slight hot water, but I don't know if you can pull some magic here. So going to the Tundra seems like he wants to get the combat cards from his bolster option to then upgrade a few stuff. It might look like a stall. It might look like a long game, seeing how this is set up. A very long think by Joy Division here. Okay, what did he get? Oh, okay. I'm not sure that's what you want to see. Not with 0 combat cards. Oh, hello, Harry fan. How's it going there? Uh, Me OP. Well, I just lost my previous game and in last place to add salt to the wound. 3 games. I just won one for now. I guess the third game could have gone longer if Nordic didn't suicide there and gave Togawa the win. I feel like I had some fighting chances. Really had to be a shit. Yeah, that's what I think. He took quite a very long time to decide on there. His factory card, as you can see now on the screen, is just a mech and a building. Because right now he doesn't have the combat cards, and considering the scenario, this is about combat cards. If I was playing as Togawa right now, I would prefer Togawa upgrading the bolster CC instead of the power bolster, and then you just bolster and bolster this deploy will get you like up to what, like easily over 13 combat cards. But then maybe Crimea's scout could prove effective, which he just opened. This is probably looking like a power trap, I would say. If you're paying if he was paying attention to Crimea not getting the enlist, so I would guess that this is the power trap. I could be wrong. So what is he gonna do now? Take Albion's encounter? Okay, out comes Ronin. Oh, Shinobi. Well, what's gonna happen to this? I guess he wants to defend that, but this is gonna cost quite a lot, no? Oh, okay. Oh, one upgrade and 2 resources is nice. He's still in search of combat cards for sure, but with the scout, I don't think he's as risky to stay there anymore. So what 2 resources does he want? Some wood. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because it doesn't seem like he's gonna get the enlist star, right? At least not with the factory card that he has. Hmm. Yeah, coercion definitely hurts. Wait, is Crimea not building? Or is he disconnected somehow? Crimea has used up 6 minutes now. He's not building. Hmm. Did Joy Factory rush on Crimea? Yes. So what Crimea did was he moved first the character and then the farm worker to the mountain, produce, move to the encounter with one worker, produce, river walk, and then go. Tried that last night at a practice game, didn't go well. Yeah, I've never actually tried this myself anywhere, let alone this scenario. So why is Crimea not building? Because I know he can build. Why does he not build? Is there what would be the reason? This is interesting. Well, this is Joy Division we're talking, right? He may pull some magic out of his hat. Just to 10 practice, I was Nordic and I invaded space. So you were Nordic and he was Crimea, was it? Oh wait, uh, you invaded Crimea. Oh, so what is this? I'm guessing if you're Nordic, it was Nordic what? What was the other alternative? Nordic engineering. Oh, so I'm guessing it's a worker out of the tundra, and then the character move, trade some oil, produce, and then you go to the tundra tunnel in front of Crimea's base. Yeah, I've tried that before. It was pretty good. So Crimea. So using the factory to kick all of Togawa's workers. Yeah, so I would say not with not in the game, but can go scout. Yeah. See, this mech placement was also the same thing that this character, that Fub also did when he was against True Yeti in the Rule the Seven Seas game. And he put the workers over here as Nordic Mechanical, and then all of them got kicked out. So maybe he was trying to secure combat? Yeah, but this is gonna be hard to get out now. And Togawa with only one territory, no less. Gonna be extremely hard. Oh, so what is this? You probably give him the combat, right? I think Joe is just gonna turn like one power or something. Needs combat cards. Maybe Togawa can put like 3 power. Togawa thinking what to do in this. You see, a moment ago we saw it wasn't going very well for Crimea. Now I think Togawa is slowed down quite a lot with all those workers back at home base. The only question remaining is, yeah, I kind of caught that he was gonna just do one. Okay, anyway. So Togawa now, well, what's the score? 21, but still leading with the bids, even with no territories. Well, this is still kind of far from finishing. I think Grishouse is favorite if he plays with Drowsy. Albion, yes. I don't think I don't think Togawa is necessarily out of the game yet, but I think may start looking out for Albion a little bit. So what's the encounter here? Crimea's encounter, 2 food, 1 pop, or a structure, or a worker with 3 wood. He doesn't have popularity, cannot take third option, so it's between 1 and 2. Uh, he's broke. He's definitely broke if he takes option 2. 1 combat card. So, but I mean, what do you take? Just the first option. Yeah, opening endless for Crimea, I think, is kind of important, right? At least the combat card. Yeah, Tog is definitely the best one here. I wouldn't. I have no arguments about that. See, the thing, FOMO, what I thought was good for Tagawa was that because his player mat is the Tog, the patriotic. So when I tried it, I opened the combat card bolster instead of the power bolster. So you just keep getting combat cards, as you go. Albion's way too high. See, only 8 within Crimea Industrial, right? Maybe you're right. A bit dangerous as well for me to play as Albion, though, with only being 8 within Crimea Industrial. Well, then again, it does get rich pretty easily. Okay, out comes what? Shield or sword? Sword, I think. Sword, yeah. Oh, Crimea with 1 power. Apparently, yeah. Oh, so over here, yeah. So it needs to enlist again. Okay, so 1 combat card out. Is Talk doing the same strike we discussed yesterday? No. Well, he did went the first couple of moves the way I played it as well, which is trade 2 oil, move everybody to the farm, upgraded the enlist, produce, trade 2 oil, produce again to get 2 enlists, and then move to the encounter after the fact. Okay, so Tagawa preserving his combat cards. Crimea's turn now. Yeah, I agree with that form of. I think for Togawa, the best they can do is just stall it out and somehow get as many combat cards as you can get. And now comes Enlist from Crimea. Now everybody is just like in the same Same combat card situation here. Yeah, for sure, foam off. Albion getting out the third enlist. And does he have an upgrade? No, so he does not have enough metal yet. You know, like I expect I would expect Togawa Patriotic to be somewhat slightly more powerful than only 4 power, at least by this turn, by round 12. So took what? Took 2 combat cards. Did he? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Definitely foam off. Crimea is not particularly very strong in power right now. And I just know for a fact that as soon as Crimea got the FC, that this FC, he knew that he didn't like the options there. There's definitely no endless FC in there. So building bonus, building over the tunnels. So apparently he has 2 already, and he just needs 1 more. It's Albion's turn right now. Okay, this is happening. Um, so gonna sword Crimea down. Would have been nice if he hadn't had all these workers, right? Okay, there you go. Crimea scouting, getting points as they go. Yeah, Albion cannot really stall too long anymore. He doesn't have enough metal though. I mean, he can get it pretty easily after his trade enlist. Okay, there we go. Using power is definitely much righter for Albion. He can always shield, sword. Okay, does Albion have an objective? Oh yeah. He still needs 3 workers though. No upgrades at all for Albion. So I don't think he's gonna make the factory yet, at least not in this turn. Crimea needs to either end fast or stall to tier 2. Running out of I wouldn't say he's running out of encounters. Well, there goes Coercion again. -1. So what's Crimea gonna do? His character's all the way in Cleveland here. Probably have to take this encounter, I guess, to then take this one. Or this one also works just as fine. Okay, 2 oil. Yeah, I forgot. It was too fast for me to read the other options. So this is helping to get more power, or is it more combat cards? Albion does not have a burrow, right? Yeah, not yet. So cannot attack him there. The score is looking not nice for Joy Division. Albion winning at this moment, right? So -12 is... Wait, this one -12 is 32. This one -6 is 29. So 32 plus 4 is 36 right now. So Crimea with a huge bid of 20 is 12 at the moment, and not with a lot of combat cards either, is 15. See, I know that I've tried playing as Crimea Industrial in this scenario with the huge bid is just not easy because the IFA factions with the militant and patriotic board gets very, very rich. 3 stars for Togawa already. Probably, yeah, definitely way ahead of Crimea. So he's got the... Yeah, so he's got the Enlist Star, just needs Worker, puts here. Mech, Worker, and even one combat taking from here is also good, I think. You fight Crimea right here. Oh, there goes Human Shield, I think. But leaving all the workers here, though, it's quite brave. Albion can move, can attack Crimea right here. One of these two is going to attack. I think that might be the right play. Uh, this game might actually end on Togawa's terms. You combat Crimea right there, and then you produce, you get a mech, and the mech just comes out whenever whenever you decide it. Then you spend 1 coin to get 1 combat card to increase your bonus. You have 10 combat cards after all. It wasn't like a Nevix game where they in Nevix game of this scenario, they drained the combat cards, the combat card pool empty. All 42 combat cards in the game were gone. And I think Togawa had up to 18. I tried the scenario, bolster the upgrade the combat card bolster, got up to like 20 combat cards. It was not something I would see. My final score in the end came up to 58, and with 23 combat cards, shoot up to like what, 81. Okay, Albion. Albion needs to find a way to get the final worker star here. He only has 2 workers. Getting close to the factory, so Crimea definitely in some really hot shape. 1 combat, but it doesn't look like he's gonna get a combat. So 1 combat and 1 structure to end the game. The question is, does he win? Because right now he's down. So Tagawa, what are you gonna do? You get your last mech. I'd be more I'd be more willing for Togawa to actually get the combat card rather than the bolster. I'm not sure if the power is as important. You get the combat card to add to your bonus, I think would be more ideal. So what's it looking like? Still a huge gap. Actually, is it even huge? He only needs 8 points. He only needs to defeat what is this? Albion by 8 points. So it goes for his final structure. And where does he go? All right. Does he spread? Here. And what, there? Okay, is this enough? So Albion cannot move, actually. All right, so I don't think Crimea has enough to attack here with 3 units. All right, so the question is, I think Togawa has to move. There's no question. Togawa must move. Probably all the workers here. This is my opinion. I think he has to move all the workers here. Then and then I guess spread a little bit more. You can even produce with the FC. Actually, the combat card here is gonna give the bonus to everybody. So okay, Togawa has to take down some of Crimea's territory. Question is, Crimea has an upgraded move. What? Wait a minute, I'm a little lost here. I think he ends going here, right? Or does he? No, doesn't have power. Can't really combat anybody. So you use this to kick that, then this to attack here? I don't think that's gonna cut it. Kind of a hard think. Need a really hard think here. Because I think given one more move, Then Albion takes the factory. Okay, I think the idea for Crimea would be maybe to drain. Maybe to drain Albion of combat cards. Yeah, you're right, True Bro, because right now the points are sitting at 56. So currently has to watch out for Togawa the most, because he's 14 points. Togawa. Oh, wait, what's the move here? So took a tunnel. So spreading territory, it seems. All right, no suicides on, no dives for this one. Albion's gonna flag the territory, the factory. Oh my goodness. Oh, apparently not. So Albion upgrading. Bolster? Or the move? Wait, he doesn't have any upgrade, so it's probably the move then. I was thinking like, as soon as I was thinking because as soon as Albion reach the factory and flags it, what's the comeback for Crimea? Okay, so Togawa at 5 stars. Just needs one combat. This is within sights. Okay, so Crimea getting some coins here and power by the upgrade. Whew, interesting, eh? Great recovery buff up. Yeah, for sure. I really didn't think that the game was entirely over when Crimea kicked him right there. Like I think the game would have gone much worse, and the scoring would have been much better for Togawa if it had upgraded the bolster and the combat card in this instead of the power in this. Sure, maybe he might be sitting at like 4 power or 3 power, but you know the trade-off is you trade and you get like plus maybe 6 combat cards, so you get 18, adding much more. Now it's looking very shaky for Crimea. Can do triple move. Crimea just has to find a combat somewhere, wherever that is. I don't think Albion liked the factory card either. Oh, tier 2. Oh my goodness. Ah, yeah, tier 2. Watch out. Incoming. Oh man, Albion within like distance. Yeah, that's really fantastic for Albion. He goes to tier 2 and I think he's going to be unstoppable. I think Crimea might be close to not being able to come back. There's no combat Crimea can get anywhere. Let's see. Maybe he can prove me wrong, right? 2 units here, 3 units there, 1 unit here, and there. These two he cannot reach, and everybody is combat card heavy. All right, this might be very difficult for Crimea now, actually. What's the net score right now? Let me just do a quick calculation. Let's see. Okay, Crimea moving. Oh, I think you better stick in one spot, yeah, Crimea. Yeah, just group them all, really. I think one more would be nice. Just group them all there. Maybe you can take one, but yeah, I feel like this is a lot safer, yeah. What's he doing? Oh, enlisting. Uh, when Albion hits T2, tier 2, it is going to sting. Ooh. What did Albion do? Did you use the factory card? Yeah. All right. Albion is ready to what? Wait, let me think this through, right? So who's in the lead? Togawa. If Suicide, then Togawa wins. If Crimea, of course, wins the combat in this case. If Pop Endless bonus is unused, well, for Crimea? Oh, so producing to get the last worker, yeah. Yes, Albion is not in tier 2, so it is wrong. But if Crimea decides to so lose and then, I mean, if Crimea decides to just give the combat away, then of course Crimea doesn't win. Yeah, I would say that's a nice move by Albion for sure. Producing to this worker. I think it's compulsory to go to tier 2 first, because that would give what? 13 points, yeah. 13 would give you 71. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one to chase. Uh where is it? Combat card industrial game 1. But yeah, I seriously thought like from the get-go that 20 in Crimea Industrial, especially in the scenario, is quite high. Even without the bonus, I think Togawa is winning still. Well, talk going for Power Star seems like. But does he win? Next move, Albion's gonna reach tier 2, right? Definitely gonna have to go to tier 2 first before you get your Worker Star. Crimea is dizzy right now. Can move to end with Ronin. Yeah. Albion's gonna go to tier 2 now. Or not. He's producing first. Albion still has a next move. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Albion hits tier 2 and probably plants everybody in the factory. Well, now it's in Crimea's hands. Well, what is he gonna do? He he combats Albion here with 2 units. He can win. Oh no, I don't think he can win. Crimea has no combat anywhere. He's just going off the end list. End list, end list, end list. Yeah. Togawa within close range here of Albion to the factory. Is there anything that Crimea can do? So everybody avoiding combats. Albion goes to tier 2 now, and watch you see his score spike. He's 61 now. Watch he makes tier 2, and his score is gonna spike up. The question is, Togawa cannot move to the factory, so all right, he's in tier 2. What is his score now? Oh boy. This one's moving. Uh, save the factory, right? Save the factory. Nope. Oh wait. If oh no wait. Togawa cannot move right now. What am I saying? Gets the power star, and then moves with Ronin. I don't. No, he moves everybody there. There's no Ronin. Yes, Tog is still within reach of this, yeah. Yeah, 75 minus 6 is 69 plus 8. So that's 80. No, that's 77. Yeah, no way he goes. He can't move right now, though. Yeah, no move action here. Gets a popularity. Just phase 1 and go popularity. Crimea going the encounter. Tier 2, yeah, he has to try for tier 2. Can he make tier 2? He can on the next turn. If Crimea takes tier 2, does Crimea come back? 13 plus 5 plus 11 is 19. That's 79. No, that's 80. But still far below. Yeah. Yes, so I think if Crimea really wants to get into tier 2 right now, he would take the 2 pop here. Okay, now is the moment of truth. Can he take any more territories? Doesn't seem like it. Did he get let me check. Did he? No, he did not. He still can. Hmm. Securing the factory. Okay, so the situation is Albion's weak. Crimea has some power to defend. You just move that there. So what is this? This is looking like anyone's game, right? So Tagawa with 12 combat cards seems like it's gonna have a good combat cards. Wow. This is something, isn't it? Score check. Right now is looking this. So with the CCs, 84. Let's start with Albion. 84 minus 12 is 72. Plus 8 is 80. Then it's Togawa 60 minus 6 is 54. Plus 12 is 66. Albion's still winning. And Crimea 59 minus 20 is 39 plus 5, which is 44. Way too huge from Albion. It's like a 30-point gap. So if this does stall out, then what would it be like, round 30? Togawa also looking to try and reach to tier 2, which is why that trade for the pop there. So what's the idea now then? Okay, so currently I just put all the numbers in, and it is looking like Albion is sitting at 80, Togawa sitting at 66, and Crimea at 44. So basically a 36-point gap from Crimea to Albion. It doesn't seem like Crimea can take back. So this is between Togawa and Albion now. But I think if they reach tier 2, they might have some chances, right? Let's see. Suppose Crimea reaches tier 2. Oh no, it's still pretty far, just within the 60s. Crimea moving, avoiding combat from Albion wherever possible. I mean, yeah, true, right? If you suicide, then yeah. Get away from Albion as much as you can. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. So I think Albion has to be somewhat careful, right? I mean, that Lake Mech, this Lake Mech is within sight here. I don't know if we will attack it because he's trying to gun for tier 2 as well. Guys, when does this game end? Exactly. Albion cannot reach here unless if it was Togawa. Cannot reach anybody, right? This is okay, so took some pop, and what is it gonna do here? Kill this one. Albion also trying to hide from Togawa in a sense. Oh, well, what was that objective? Just flashed too quickly. Well, I think this is a GG to Albion, but it's still not far. It's still not pretty clear. Albion doesn't have a combat. Crimea's hiding. That gives Togawa the opportunity to reach to tier 2. If Togawa reaches to tier 2, where does that put him? At fighting distance to Albion, actually. I haven't updated what is this? Let me recheck everything and make sure that we're all good. So it's 32. There's there, here, objectives done. And yeah, about there. Let's say. Oh man, Albion is probably unreachable right now, eh? Tagawa currently at 68 on the score, Albion at 91, Crimea at 62, after all is said and done. So it's looking like Albion's game, but I'm curious to see how this ends. Well, let's just close this. Don't need that. This game has been going for close to 1.5 hours now. Albion trading for 2 oil. Trading 2 oil for a combat card bolster? I mean, it doesn't seem like Albion can move anywhere else, right? So what are better to do than to trade for oil? I guess you can. Oh, okay. I see what he's doing. He's trying to upgrade the popularity to reach to tier 3. Can Togawa? No, cannot reach tier 2. Man, at the point where Albion reaches tier 3, then I think that's when everybody can call it quits. Man, I don't think Crimea can spread anymore. Togawa, with all the workers right there. You know, like if you wish that everybody was in Rasviet's base for Togawa, like you can spread everybody there still. The same game also played with Nevik also had Albion on the advantage too. So is Albion the more preferred combo? Okay. Albion really can't. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Albion can suicide here now. I think that's how it ends, guys. I think that might be over right here. Pays for 1 power, gets 2 pop, and goes here to suicide. I think this might be over, guys. That's not gonna help. Albion can use his factory move. Yeah, he uses the factory move. This one attacks here, or even this one, doesn't really matter. Oh, wait, but if it's -2 popularity, then I think it may change the equation. Is this like a bait for Togawa? If this is a popularity trap, that would be some sick clutch. Then it would drop him down to. It'll drop him down to tier 1 at 6 popularity. So what he can do is probably pay for 1 more popularity and then use the power at the factory card. Because in the case that this is -2 popularity, then yeah. If you go down, that's -21. But do you still win? Wait, I think you might still win, right? I think he's doing I might be doing the maths right here. I think he has an opportunity before Togawa reaches tier 2, actually, yeah. Is this over? If he drops down to tier 1 from this, let me just do the maths real quick. This is interesting here. Oh, wait, no, he's not. Whoa, wait a minute. Did he not see an opportunity that he can end there? Or was the maths not working out if he had dropped to tier 1? He had this, I think, right? I know he saw it. He has to run away again somewhere. Yeah. He's gonna hide somewhere, right? All 3 of this needs to hide, right? Hide where? Here. And then this one can just go up. No, can't even go there. The boar is gonna kill. So probably here. But this is looking very far for Crimea. There's no way Crimea is gonna come back from this. I don't think even tier 3 will help him. It's a score right now. Look at this. It's insane. Where did this go? Oh, here probably. Just gotta move somewhere. Here? No, here. there. And the player is going to move to the Rusfield village, I think. So Albion cannot use the factory card now, right? Yeah, Rusfield village. Okay, so Albion cannot use the factory card now. He can probably pay for an upgrade. Get the popularity? No. He's getting the bolster enlist. The bolster upgrade, sorry, is what I meant to say. Actually, Togawa can end this turn by bolstering, but I don't think it's going to cover the score. Albion has a really huge lead, so it's oh, here is where it gets exciting. Did he win? Could be. Wait, did he do the maths right? Actually, 3 units with 4. Does he? Oh, he just made it. Oh my goodness. Wait, can I actually see the trap here? I can't. I'd be curious to see what trap the I'd be curious to see what trap Togawa had put right here. It's interesting. Albion definitely the victor by a huge shot. Even without the bids, Crimea is already down there. Okay, I'm actually kind of curious to see what sort of a trap that Togawa has